Thanks so much for joining us this evening. I'm Mark Salinger. We start with developing news out of Adams County. A man is in the hospital tonight after he was shot by deputies. It happened around 5 p.m. on Heather Place near Highway 36. The Adams County Sheriff's Office says deputies were called to a home for a welfare check where they made contact with the man for several minutes. Shortly after that, once they arrived, deputies say the man approached them with some sort of axe. They say they gave him several commands to drop that weapon before eventually firing at him. The man was taken to a local hospital to be treated for his injuries. Not clear exactly how he's doing tonight. The sheriff's office says they're continuing to investigate this shooting, and we'll keep you updated as we learn more. Turning to the weather now, it was a sunny and warm day around the metro area and all around the state, really, and the mild temperatures sticking around for tomorrow and into your work week. Perfect for anyone going to the Broncos game on Monday. Want to bring in 9 News Weather Impact Team meteorologist Lauren Robinson because it's been beautiful out there and it's sticking around.
That's right. We're going to see that ridge of high pressure that's really building off to the west continue to influence us here in Colorado. And what that means is we're going to continue to see sunny skies and warming temperatures. Today we made it all the way into the low 50s. Now, of course, cooling down now that the sun has set. 37 degrees right now at DIA. Most of the Front Range and Eastern Plains in the 30s. A bit cooler out in Lyman, 25 degrees there. We're seeing those teens, 20s, 30s in the high country. Gunnison has been very cold over the last few days. Right now sitting at 9 below zero. And then more 20s and low 30s right now across the western slope. As we go into our live radar, we're not going to see a whole lot pushing its way into most of Colorado, but we did see a weak front that pushed its way into northern portions of the high country into the northeastern corner of Colorado. And with that, we mostly saw some cloud cover, but we're also starting to see some light snow showers develop. They're very isolated, very light, but still something to be aware of across the northeastern corner of Colorado as we go through the rest of the evening. But coming up in my full 7-day forecast, we're going to talk about some flooding risks up in the high country. We're also going to talk about another sunny and mild day ahead for tomorrow, and then the even warmer weather coming in next week. All of those details are waiting for you just ahead.
Lauren, thank you. A family in Aurora has a lot to be thankful for this evening. That's even after a driver smashed into their home last weekend. Happened last Sunday night just off of I-225 and 6th Avenue, leaving behind a gaping hole in the home. Despite the damage, the young man who lives there says he has a lot to be thankful for this year. Brian Gordillo says he stepped out of his house for just 1 minute to grab some food before a driver slammed into it. You can see that crazy surveillance video of the car literally jumping into that bedroom. The car went straight into the bedroom where he had been sitting just moments before.
Oh, I'm just thankful that, I made it out alive. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard to think about what would have happened to me. I mean, I'm just thankful that it didn't happen to me. So I kind of just try to stay away from, the worst of the situation.
Some scary stuff there. A second home was also damaged in the crash, and Aurora police are still looking for that driver. The family has since set up a fundraiser to help cover costs while they work on repairs. If you'd like to help, we have more information on our website, 9news.com. A man is out of the hospital and in police custody this evening in Fort Collins after a road rage incident ended in a crash. Fort Collins police say they got a call from someone around 11:30 last night saying they were being followed by a man in a pickup truck. Police say they told the caller to drive to the police station to meet with officers. That's when they say the suspect rammed the caller from behind and then kept following him. Once police found him, they say the man took off. Police say after deputies found him, he rammed another deputy's patrol car at one point during the pursuit. The chase ended where the man crashed into the field. He was then taken to the hospital, later released into police custody. He's facing multiple felony charges, including attempted second-degree assault and driving under the influence. Tonight, Commerce City police are trying to find the person who threw a dog out of a moving car's window. Police say last Saturday, a witness saw someone throw a dog named Rambo from the passenger seat of a moving car at the intersection of East 64th Avenue and Monaco. Officers took him to an emergency vet, but unfortunately they had to euthanize him because his spine was broken. If you have any information, Commerce City Police wants to know about it. Tonight, wildlife officers are looking for a coyote that attacked a 4-year-old girl on Thanksgiving in Colorado Springs. Officers say it happened in a neighborhood near the Air Force Academy. Witnesses say the girl and another child approached the coyote, crouching behind a tree, thinking that it was a dog. The coyote lunged at the girl and grabbed the back of her head. Tonight, the girl is back home after spending one night in the hospital. Colorado Parks and Wildlife says it's impossible to identify the exact coyote that did this, so officers will kill any coyote found in the area of the attack. CPW also says if you see a coyote, yell at it to keep it away and call wildlife officers. Tomorrow marks 7 years since 17-year-old Maddie Lond was killed in her Park County home. Today, police are still looking for the person who did it. Back in 2017, someone set fire to the home and stole guns and ammunition. Police believe whoever committed that robbery and arson also killed Maddie. Despite their efforts, which have included things like hotlines, flyers, and a $75,000 reward, the suspects have still managed to evade investigators all these years later. Maddie's case has now stalled, but the Maddie Lond hotline is still active, and the Colorado Bureau of Investigation is still offering a $75,000 reward. Well, as marijuana sales continue to decline across the state of Colorado, some businesses are now catering to customers who say they aren't looking to catch a big buzz. 9 News reporter Colton Chavez joins us live this evening. Colton, this can feel a little contradictory at first.
Yeah, Mark, it reminds me of the saying that maybe less is more. Yeah, but for these cannabis companies, they tell me that they think by offering these lower dosage THC products, it will bring in more customers, and by doing that, put more of a focus on treatment.
Got a nice little assortment of products across the board.
In Colorado, a new wave of marijuana customers aren't all looking to get a mile high.
People are looking for more functionality, truthfully, throughout the day. Not looking for that completely blitzed out feeling where they can't get things done.
Adam Shepler, the area manager for Terrapin Care Station,
Typical gummy on the market is going to be a 10 milligram dosage.
says customers want something less potent.
Something half that or even lower.
According to the latest report from the city of Denver, as a state, marijuana sales dropped in 2022 from $1.7 billion to $1.5 billion in 2023. Sales have declined for years now after spiking during the pandemic. Shepler says weaker weed, especially for people over 50, could help end that slump.
Feelings of anxiety or sleep. We're seeing a lot of people coming into the market looking for sleep aids.
A report this year from AARP says 1 in 5 adults over the age of 50 uses cannabis, with 68% of people polled using cannabis to help with sleep.
Just allowing someone to kind of take the edge off,
With a focus on feeling better.
but not feel any psychoactivity.
And Shepler admits he still feels like there's a stigma going into these cannabis shops, but he hopes that these lower THC products will be the remedy to fix that. Live in Denver tonight, Colton Chavez, 9 News.